Hi guys!
Hi.
I'm with my babes, Miriam. You guys saw her in my vlog.
I have hair now though, guys, like big bushy hair.
It's not her hair. Anyway, so this video was really highly requested throughout the year, but I was thinking, can you guys let me finish uni first? Like,
yeah, let us
and also I filmed one, but I was really depressed because I was talking about all the bad things that happened. So I just thought, let me film this with Miriam because she's gonna lighten things up. And we saw each other a lot. We're like sisters now, and we are on the same course. So I want to just film it with my babes. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Firstly, we both studied broadcast journalism. I didn't get the grades to get into this uni. I just kind of just got in. I think it was Jesus. Thank you, hallelujah, God is good. So yeah, Miriam, how did you end up here?
Okay, I ended up here. This was actually my first choice uni.
Amen.
So like, I really wanted to go here because I came for the taster day.
Yeah.
And like the test that you do, like a little test to get in. And I thought, you know what, this is really professional. I really like it. So I was just like, yeah, in my head, this is the uni I definitely wanted to go to. I was like, wow, when I got into uni, it was I'll never forget the day I got told that I had been accepted. NTU texted me. My mum was so happy.
They texted us at like 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning.
I was like, yeah!
We didn't have to worry about,
because everyone was stressing. Everyone was trying to get into UCAS, and we was like, no. NTU text us. They were like, you're in.
You've got your space.
Oh my God, fantastic.
So I just thought, wow, like.
Let's talk about like the NTU people. Like, I got a bit of a cold shoulder from people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think it was everyone.
It's everyone.
And I think the year that we came in was the year of retakes.
Yeah.
Because the year before that, they were all like the same age.
Yeah.
They were all meant to be first year. But in our year, it was a lot of people who were like a year older. And it was like, we weren't united. Like in some unis, like all the first years know each other. Like, that wasn't the case for our year.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends actually are in Nottingham, go uni of or go NTU. So like, I didn't really make too many new friends apart from like people on my course or I don't know, like neighbours. So that's kind of like the vibe I got from people. Would you think the same?
Yeah, kind of. Like when I first came here and I saw people, like some, like I did get good vibes from some people, but some people, especially our age, as in the second years, were like not really trying to gel with us because they thought, you know,
I'm second year.
Yeah, and
but we're age mates, so
but we're the same age
essentially.
So that was that. But yeah, but apart from that, like, I mean, everyone did seem welcoming, especially when they used to do the ACS meet and greets and the cookouts and stuff. I met a lot of nice people through that. Yeah. So when I first saw Arlen, I remind her all the time, when I first saw Arlen, I thought, nah, this girl's really not going to be my friend. She had the biggest script, and I don't think she tells me she puts it on because she wanted, like, she put it on that time.
Yeah, I did.
Wanted to, you know, look like that girl.
Yeah, I didn't want people to think I was, because people always take my kindness for weakness. Yeah. So I was always like, nah, not here. No one's going to take, no one's going to mock it here.
So I was just like, when I saw her, I was just like, oh, she looks a bit feisty. maybe not. Yeah. And then we have a church here called GVC. And she came to one of the youth services, and I saw her, and I was just like, in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, that's that girl on the cause. She goes to church, so maybe she is nice. So I thought, you know what, let me speak to her. So I was like, you do broadcast journalism, don't you? She's like, yeah. And then that's just how this friendship started.
We're like the cheesiest people ever.
So cheesy.
We have matching mugs. Like, she's got an M and I've got an A.
I don't have
and Tayo as well.
Yeah, we've all got matching mugs.
Yeah, Tayo's like my other housemate. You guys met her already though. And I like the town. I really like the town. Yeah. I think it's a really cute town. Nice no shade to other towns, but like, I feel like I've seen other uni cities that are really ugly looking and they look really depressing. And I feel like this town is it's cute. Do you know what I mean? There's different sides to it. People are super friendly. Yeah. And yeah, it's just cute. It's urban as well. It's quite multicultural. I don't feel like a blackie. You don't feel like a blackie in Nottingham because there's plenty of black people. There's hood boys as well here.
Oh yeah.
There's gangs. There's drugs. There's, you know, there's a crack house over there. there. So, housemates and my accommodation. My accommodation was on campus, so I got the whole uni experience, which I didn't really want fully. I didn't want all of it. I wanted some of it.
Yeah.
It was like every night pre-drinks and you know how these white people be. They don't stop.
They're on it.
So it was a bit of a headache. I didn't want to be the grumpy gran. Like I went out twice, like maybe twice on Freshers Week. I went to like a club and I went to a house party which got locked off. But I wasn't really. I'm not that girl. Like I'm not that girl to be doing back to back to back to back to back. Like you won't find me in them places.
That lifestyle's not for me.
It's not. I honestly, my health can't keep up with that.
It's tiring.
But yeah, my housemates were kind of on that, and that was a bit of a headache. At first, we didn't get on because they were really noisy, they were really dirty, and they were not considerate. And I was grumpy because I was trying to be grumpy because I didn't want anyone to mess with me generally. And they were kind of scared of me as well because I was like, I don't know. I'm just guessing because they don't come from areas where there's bold black girls. They weren't used to anyone who is like me or anything. There was one guy who, Fraser Eltham, he's from Ends, shout out to you. But yeah, but other than that, by the end of the year, I come to find that they are actually the sweetest people. The girls are so sweet. Like my female housemates were so sweet. Rosie, Jess, and Grace was never there.
You even remember them?
Yeah.
So cute.
It was so they were really, really sweet. And I mean, at first I was a bit of a, because I'm not gonna lie, like I just thought in my mind, I just thought you gotta let them know now. Do you know what I mean? You gotta let them know now. You gotta regulate now. You gotta set the standard now. So when I saw the dirt, I was like, do you know what I mean? When they would come home from nights out, I'll open my door, be like, I don't know what's going on, but you all need to keep quiet or go to bed. So at first they were thinking, oh, this girl is stiff. You know what I mean? But I think over like by the end of the year, like I think they really like me and I really like them. So just kind of be warm to your housemates and
be welcoming,
because you just never know how they're going to turn out. First thing, like freshers and all of that, that's literally like 1% of the year. The rest of the year is a completely different story. So don't get too comfortable with people, but also don't get the wrong impression of people because they could be nice people.
But on that note, you will meet friends for life.
I think you will.
You will definitely meet, like they always say, you meet your friends for life in uni, and I agree. Just be careful though,
She's talking about me.
Just, make
be
sure,
vigilant.
make sure you know who you're going to be rolling with and spending your time with.
I will say, you feel me, I've made amazing friends. But I have had experiences of friendships that I thought that the person complimented me, and over time I come to find that they really didn't, and they really didn't contribute to my growth. And it doesn't mean that they're horrid people. It doesn't mean that they are like of Satan or anything. It's just we're not meant to be homies. We're not meant to be boys.
Them, you're here. They're right
and it's all love. You feel me? It's all love. We ain't no hard feelings. But I now know that when you see something in someone and it's that it's not going to sit well with you, just be discerned, because that thing is only going to get worse. So you might as well just not put yourself in that position.
Definitely. Guys, don't make if you're ever coming to NTU, please do not make the mistake I made.
What is she?
Research before you go to your uni. I picked a uni that was half an hour
accommodation
half an hour away from where my lectures were going to be.
Right. You need to make sure
Only because I didn't know the areas and what they were called and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, Clifton. That's in the city. I get there now and it's a good 30 minutes on the bus to my lectures.
Yeah, that's cool.
So guys, be careful with that. But apart from that, I enjoyed staying on campus. Even though it was far, I still enjoyed
and expensive.
Yeah. Oh, whew. Let's not even talk about the price.
My God. They bumped us.
I just wanted to know why it was that much.
Really and truly because it was really a box.
It was a box.
I don't get it.
It was a box.
With one sink like this. Anyways. I personally didn't expect my course to be the way it was.
Yeah.
I signed up for a journalism course, and I think it's like, I understand why it was the way it was, but I didn't expect to be learning about democracy and law.
That's what I just...
I feel like it was covering the basics, do you know what I mean? Stuff that we do need to know. but like it threw me off. I've never ever done politics in my life. Never. Really and truly, I can barely remember these politicians' names because I don't want to get into news. I'm not really interested in news. But that's the stuff that we had to learn. We had to go to court. We had to do all this stuff. No monarchy and all these different prime ministers and different states and different structures of councils and things like that. And I'm just like, this is really stuff I hate. And this is why I failed the exam. But I will say, I feel like our course is quite a good course. I feel like we do get a lot of support. I just don't feel I made the most of the support that I got. I don't feel like I went to meet with people when I should have. Like now, like we've literally been back at uni for 3 days, and at the end of each lecture, like, I've gone up to ask a question because I don't want to be confused anymore. Like I walked away from lectures so confused, so clueless, didn't really listen, didn't really pay attention. But I feel like I'm gonna like be on it and make sure that everything is really clear to me, because when the exam comes and you're just there, like you could have asked. Do you know what I mean? And our lecturers, they're not like other unis, like they do chase you down. Like I feel like they do baby us a little bit.
That's what I do appreciate about the lecturers, is that, because you know you'll have some lecturers that they don't care if you don't come to your lectures. They don't care if you hand in assignments. They don't care. Like they will just, all you would know is that you failed. Really and truly. That's it. But with our lecturers, like they're always on your case. Like they will email you like, why wasn't you at lectures today?
It's not like they actually come up. They care.
They care.
They do care.
They do care.
So I appreciate that a lot, and I feel like, yeah, our lecturers are nice. Do you know what I mean? Everything's great. We've got a lot of resources. We've got a lot of equipment. Our course is very technical at times, so we've got all the equipment that we need. We're not really lacking in that sense. The library is good. It's a bit of a link up sometimes, but it's well equipped.
Is a link up.
It is. Come exam season, you just need to learn how to work at home. I don't know how to work at home, but I'm gonna need to learn. Because during exam season, firstly, finding a seat in the library, myth.
It's a myth.
It's a myth. Because the third years, like, you haven't seen all year.
They're
about.
They're just
and they're sexy. Like, I was thinking, what? Where are you from?
Schwedt, very Schwedt.
Fantastic. I was just, wow.
Where though?
Where were you? All year. Third years I've been ghosting, and then come exam season, they're literally library 24/7.
24/7.
So you won't find a seat. So learn how to work at home, or local library in like the areas, or I don't know, like in groups. Or hire like a room in the library. You can book rooms. I don't know, in our library you can do that. So if you want to book a room, like for sure you'll get a seat and you're isolated. That works for you. But I think our uni's quite good. You're good uni.
Definitely. I think it is.
And I know it's looked down upon because we're next to like not university of, like not even university. But I'm not gonna lie, like I like my uni. I'm not ashamed to say I go NTU at all.
At all.
I know like when we have big clash and all these things that people are always making jokes like, she goes NTU in it, yeah, she's a hoe, or she's okay, if I'm a hoe, oh well. Like if I'm not, like,
you don't know my story.
I'm here trying to get a degree.
You don't know our Adualemba, okay?
Exactly, you don't know where yeah, we can't really complain. No one stereotypes
DMU get
more than TMU, boy.
Like, they get it.
But yeah, I like my uni. My uni's been good to me.
Love it. See,
boys didn't really bother me throughout the year. I didn't really get moved to throughout the year, and there was just one person that I was dealing with. So I don't know, boys weren't really an issue for me. And yeah, boys kind of tried it. Like I will say, one time I got a hot dog. Like this guy bought me a hot dog, and he thought like we was gonna beat or something. But I bought the hot. Like I was like, oh thank you, and I went home. Obviously, this girl was in high demand.
I don't know what you're talking about.
People taking her out, trying to chat to her, trying to trek all the way to come and see her. Wow. Teach me. Wow.
But yeah, I struggled a bit with guys in first year.
Did you think it was a distraction?
Big distraction. Very, very big distraction. And I just feel like, girls, your education comes first.
Amen.
I'm not trying to sound like, you know, one of these people that just want to always give advice. I'm being honest. Your education comes before boys. And anybody that's trying to distract you or take your mind off focusing on your education, tell that guy to kick rocks.
You gotta go, man.
You gotta go. Bye-bye.
And I feel like in uni, I feel like, I don't know why you tolerate things that you won't tolerate at home. At home, like, I'm not gonna come and lynch you in your house the first time.
Thank you.
At home, I'm not gonna, like, if you call me late hours in the night, like, I'm not really gonna... I'm not gonna have it. Like, are you dumb? Like,
oh my gosh.
But in uni, I feel like it is not just like, it's just generally a lot of girls, like, you're in a bubble. But think with your...
Still use
open your eyes.
Yeah.
Open your eyes. Yeah, your eyes are here as well. Open your eyes. Don't do that rubbish. Anything that you had, any standard that you had at home, my man needs... I don't care if your man has to have 16 plate. Carry that to uni as well. Or if your man has to have a Rolex, carry it as well.
Carry it. Bring it.
All the standards that you had in London or wherever you're from, carry it to uni. Don't leave it behind.
Don't leave it
behind. Don't think, oh, well, it's uni. Okay, so...
So what?
You can still get pregnant.
You can still get
pregnant. You're inviting people in your house past 11. Rubbish. And I was, you know what I mean? I went to visit people.
This girl is a mum. She's a mum.
Rubbish. So I'm not a lie. You know what I mean? I had my visits, you feel me? I did the visits, you feel me? But...
a little cheeky, you know.
They didn't result in good things because I should have known better. But yeah, so that's boys. And money management.
Oh boy.
My heart. Let's just say I finished the year in a lot of debt.
Me too.
I honestly, hand on my heart, if I paid money for a financial advisor, I would have not even though that is a lot of money to hire, I promise you I would not be in this situation. Please, if you need help with money management, ask your mom, ask your dad, ask your sister, keep money for you, ask your pastor, ask your sheikh, or whatever they say, whatever they have in, ask your imam. Like, listen, ask anyone who can advise you, because don't get this. Uni is actually a big opportunity, even though it is a loan, to save. You can save, you can start businesses, you can travel, do you know what I mean? If you got money left over, you can do things, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you actually, depending on what your rent is like, but I had a job throughout uni and I still ended up in debt. But if you are careful with your money, you don't need to work. It will be a struggle, but you don't need to work. But what I'm saying is just open your eyes when you're spending money. Open your eyes, please.
Because plan. Definitely plan, because that was my downfall. I didn't plan properly because I only realised that I was going to get the minimum student finance, and my accommodation
was like twice that.
Was twice of that. So my student finance was half of my rent. And that's why I'm in debt right now. So it's a thing where you've got to plan properly, like
know what you're
gonna do before you like just say, oh yeah, let me just stay here.
And if you've calculated your rent and your maintenance loan, if you know you're gonna need help, get a job now, or let your parents know now, or do you know what I mean? Like, just don't let yourself be in that situation where it's like, oh, I'm here, this is what's happening, do you know what I mean? Like, because being not fed or being broke or not being able to do nothing, it's gonna make you feel so down, and you want to be able to go visit your family when you want to. You want to like treat yourself to bloody Ben and Jerry's every now and then. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not here so you can be dying and starving. Like, that's not why God put you here. And if you need to work and you've never worked before, now's the time to learn. Like, I mean, it's about the lifestyle you want to live. Personally, I'm not into eating bread every night. So, personally, I was like, I'm going to need to get a job. There was no way. That was never going to be me. So, in regards to my faith and uni, I just think in uni, I just stopped being intimate with God. And I think that was just all my fault. I just stopped going to God first for advice, going to God first when I was lonely, going to God first when I was tired, like when I was angry and stuff. And I feel like that would have been an opportunity for my relationship with God to just skyrocket. But because I didn't take that opportunity to go to God first, and despite the fact that I was like in a stormy season, I went to other people first and I sought comfort in other things that are so temporary, like it kind of drew me apart from God. And yeah, so now I'm kind of rebuilding that, but I feel better this time last year than I felt like last year, because I know what I've done wrong and I know how to not do it anymore. I will say there's a couple good churches here in Notts, God's Vineyard Church.
Yeah, GVC.
GVC, they have Trentside or Radical Youth or whatever, I think it's called, Radical Youth. And there's Heart Church, there's First Love. There's a lot of churches that I don't know about that locals go to, but I'm sure if you walk, you can see them and find them. But yeah, there's definitely here, you can still... I love Nottingham. I love this uni, to be honest with you, because there's something for everyone. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, this, obviously, second year, like, I didn't really go out to do refreshers. There was no way I was going to go out. I have other things to do. But like there was cookouts, like if you're like Nepalese and you want to be with your community, there's something for everyone in uni, and you don't need to go out, like you don't need to be doing party. Do you know what I mean? Like there's absolutely, I will say, I feel like there's other things that you could do. I felt like I was missing out sometimes when I was seeing people do things. I was thinking, I'm missing out, maybe I need to do that too. But now I know that I know what I like, and I know certain things I like to do once in a while, and I'd rather spend my time doing other things, and it's just a learning progress, to be honest with you. I don't know whether just pre yourself. I think God wanted me to go through this so I could like understand and know myself better and know my weaknesses, because I feel like I was really naive of my weaknesses and the things that Arlena, you're not strong enough to be in this place and not be tempted, or be in this area and not be affected by them, or chill with those people and not be drained. Like, but now I know that you know yourself. This is not someone you need to be. This is not who you need to be with. This is not how you need to be doing things.
Trust me.
How about your faith?
Do you know what? My faith has always been it's always been there, but it's got weak at various times. Like I've always said before I even came to uni, I always said to myself, I always want to go to church while I'm in uni. You know, some people go to uni, they're like, that's long, I only used to go to church because of my parents. But I wanted to still keep that relationship with God and still have that faith. So I said, you know what, I'm going to find a church in Knots that I'm comfortable in, and that's where I'm going to be going every Sunday. But the devil did really try it with me. He tried it. He tried it a lot, and it really did test my faith. But everyone knows how it goes. Like God is always going to come through for you in the end, and he's always going to show himself faithful to you. You just got to have faith and trust in him.
That's right.
But I would say now, I mean, I'm trying to get, you know, real close. Like when I say close, I'm talking about intimate, like with God. I've always had that connection there, but you know, there's things that get in the way. Sometimes you're too tight. I know it's ridiculous to say it, but sometimes you're too tired. You've got so much going on, uni work, commitments, like, or even just always watching a certain show. Like you're always caught up in different things. I just want to limit things like that and put God first. And yeah, that's it really. I get nervous so easily. Like my nervous is like, it used to be really, really bad. Like I just didn't, like, I wouldn't talk in church. Like I wouldn't get up or talk like in front of everyone. I would be so scared. But I prayed about it, and one day they were asking for testimonies in church, and I was like, you know, I felt God saying to me, Miriam, you prayed to me, I've answered your prayers, so go up and just give a testimony. So I did it, and I just felt like from that day my anxiety just went down, my nervousness went down, and now I'm more of a, but Arlen always tries to push me out of my comfort zone. She did a show, she sang at
the interlude, there we go.
She wanted me and Taya and Kalechi, you guys have probably seen all of them on Arlen's channel. She wanted all of us to do backing for her. So I was just like, when she asked me, wow, can I do this? I mean, I was so nervous, but it helped me to grow. Like, she does help me.
She's done other things, like she's in the church's media team and drama team.
And I do drama.
See, like
RY acts.
Exactly, like being in uni, it can throw you off, it can hold you back, it can set you back, but all those setbacks are just lessons, and I feel like you can find yourself. Do you know what I mean? You're doing this, but you're really like finding yourself. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I know myself so much better after my first year. I just know myself, and I know my limits, and I know who I am, and I know what I want. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like you've grown, she's grown as well in her character and her confidence and stuff, just much more confident and open to trying new things. Like I took her to this really Asian restaurant and she was like,
and that was like the first time, that's the first time, like,
you black people, all you know is rice. All you know is rice.
It was the first time, but I really liked it.
See, you have to try it. Uni is an opportunity, can't talk today, for you to just be outside of your box. You can come to uni and just chill with the same hood boys you was chilling with in Peckham and do the same rubbish, or you can just use the opportunity to meet people from different walks of life and just try. Do you know, have a chat with someone who's from somewhere you've never been. Do you know what I mean? I honestly love uni. Like I like uni. The work, you know, is a bit difficult.
The work is, we'll get there.
Juggling everything as well is really hard, I will say. For me, time management is not my forte. It's never been something I've been good at. But uni itself, I feel like it is amazing, and I do feel like things you learn in uni you can learn in life.
Oh yeah.
You know, you don't need to come here to
learn. It builds you up for that
it builds you up.
life.
Yeah, it does build you up for that adult life, and some people just choose to jump straight into it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Do you know what I mean? However, whichever turn your bus needs to turn to, it should. But I really enjoyed my first year at uni, minus the fact that I went crazy at times. I overworked myself. I got myself in debt, and I got my feelings hurt. Other than that, I'm blessed, and I'm grateful that God sent me here, and I met such fantastic people. And we're in our house right now. Welcome to our crib. This is my room. This is the baddest room. It
actually is. There's another room upstairs that is the baddest.
Yeah, Taya's room is really, really good. And you guys are gonna meet Taya because I feel like we want to do a challenge.
Yeah, that's challenge. See, she thinks I can't handle it because for you lot that don't know, I'm Nigerian. Yoruba, shout out to my Yorubas out there. But I'm Nigerian.
They're just all over in my life. They love me.
She's actually got so much Nigerian.
No, you guys love me. Like, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I can take pepper. Like pepper. I say pepper because if you know your mum cooks that spicy stew. Listen, I made stew yesterday for Arlen and
No,
Taya.
but I found this. Don't try to act like because I finished it and I had a whole bowl of it today as well.
Yeah, Arlen has been filming it, but Taya was like, "This is really spicy."
And Taya's Nigerian and she's Yoruba, so boy.
But she can't handle spice. Yeah. But me, we're gonna do this.
We might do this noodle challenge, but I feel like I've been seeing people hyperventilate, and I don't feel like that needs to be me. Like I don't feel like that's gonna be beneficial to. I don't know, but if you guys want to see that, write that down below. But my pain threshold is good, but as far as spice goes. Listen, I'm good.
I'm just so used to it.
So yeah, that was my uni experience. Me and Miriam's. Just watch out for Miriam. She might have projects coming out soon. I'll let you guys. You guys will be first to know.
Be tuned.
And be tuned.
This is that video all over again.
Where you were saying the wrong thing.
I was saying so much wrong. So many. Oh my god, this is what I mean.
Oh, you were saying.
I was saying. How would you even say? Yeah, I was saying too many things wrong.
You were saying I
was saying so much stuff that was just not. It wasn't making any sense.
No, it was not. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Love you guys. See you guys soon.